Supercharger V3 is finally detailed to the world, and Gigafactory 3 is making great progress in China. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 503 for March 11th, 2019. This show is sponsored by my supporter Richard at the sponsor tier level, and I thank him very much for his above and beyond support. Wednesday night, Tesla finally announced version 3 of supercharging. While it is not what Elon teased long ago when he alluded to 350 kilowatts being a children's toy, it is a massive improvement in power, along with several side benefits coming to the cars as well. As I suspected, Model 3 gets all the benefit, and Model S and Model X only get some side benefits, but they are indeed benefits. Supercharger version 3 operates at up to 250 kilowatts, providing 1,000 miles recovered per hour of charging during peak charging. @Priviter on Twitter posted a graphic comparison of version 2 versus version 3 from both a power comparison and charge time perspective, utilizing their Model 3 in firmware 2019.7.11. They said, quote, "It feels surreal charging 15 to 80% within 24 minutes. Thank you, Elon Musk and Tesla, for the update. You make my car great again," end quote. But that wasn't all. New logic going into all cars will help you charge more efficiently if you're driving in colder weather. If you have a navigation destination set, and it either requires supercharging to reach or is itself a supercharger, your car will automatically kick on the battery conditioning system prior to your arrival, so the battery can accept a higher level of charge than it would have otherwise. Once there, you'll be happy to know that you no longer have to know the secret code to get the most out of supercharging when you pick your stall, as all stalls will have full available power for all vehicles. From the post, quote, "Supercharger stations with V3's new power electronics are designed to enable any owner to charge at the full power their battery can take. No more splitting power with a vehicle in the stall next to you. With these significant technical improvements, we anticipate the typical charging time at a V3 supercharger will drop to around 15 minutes, end quote. So even Model S and Model X will see some benefit, as full power will be available to them no matter what, which should significantly drop charge times at very busy locations. Interestingly, V2 superchargers are getting a small upgrade as well. Quote, "Additionally, we are also unlocking 145 kilowatt charge rates for our 12,000 plus V2 superchargers over the coming weeks," end quote. This statement is interesting when taken along with the next one regarding Model S and Model X, as Tesla ended the blog post saying, quote, "We're launching V3 supercharging for Model 3, our highest volume vehicle, and will continue to expand access as we review and assess the results of millions of charging events. We will increase Model S and X charging speeds via software updates in the coming months. V3 supercharging will roll out to the wider fleet in an over-the-air firmware update to all owners in Q2 as more V3 superchargers come online. Our first non-beta V3 supercharger site will break ground next month, with North American sites ramping up in Q2 and Q3 before coming to Europe and Asia Pacific in Q4, end quote. So I'm not quite sure if that last bit is referring to the 145 kilowatt cap increase for Model S and Model X, or if this means that they will be able to take advantage of version 3 superchargers in some way. Thinking more the former and hoping for the latter, I suppose. I suspect the later the car was produced, the more likelihood that some extra benefit will be realized with the V3 charge locations. So that's it for that big announcement. Lastly for today, Yahoo Finance has a story about the rapid progress of Gigafactory 3 over in China. Chen Mingbo, who heads Shanghai's Economic and Information Technology Commission, believes that the vehicle assembly portion of the factory will be complete by May this year. Speaking at an annual parliamentary meeting in Beijing, he also stated that part of the production line also would be ready for operation before the year was out. That's warp speed for building a factory, folks. Per the article, a fully completed factory can take about 2 years to finish, but it seems as though Tesla and the Chinese government might have one ready in half that time. Obviously, Gigafactory 3 is a hugely important piece of the overall Tesla puzzle, so we'll watch intently on its progress. And then just a note to let everyone know the show production may be a bit erratic for the foreseeable future. As I noted Thursday, we had a family emergency, which is still ongoing. You'll note that this show is dated for Monday, as I don't know if I'll have time to produce one on Sunday night. My mother-in-law is currently in an ICU and has been there for a couple days. This show is coming out because I'm home with some time, I needed an outlet, and what better way to spend that time than doing something that I enjoy and getting you guys an episode that you all deserve. We can use all your positive energy, so please direct it this way. It is much appreciated. That's it for today's show. As usual, a word about Foam Daddy will take us home. Foam Daddy is a nationwide company in the U.S. that sells and rents foam and snow machines. They're also proud to announce the arrival of the Real Snow Machine. This allows anyone to produce real snow in any temperature. Check them out at foamdaddy.com. My many thanks as well to our super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits, including brand new super patron Ricky Johnston. Thanks, Ricky. They joined Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Bruno Kundici, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Raymer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morven Ogg, Blake Thompson, Rainbin and Deborah Malkowitz, T Sportline, Michael Pastroni, Travis and Cheyenne Rush, Cookie UK, Chris Hovis, Craig Murphy, and Vicky Kirk. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. I will see everyone back here again as soon as I can. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.